News 12 Now's Kay Blevins introduces us to those working to make a difference in your community with Kay.
Brought to you by Zaxby's.
Welcome back to News 12 Now at 5:30. And some of your community news today, we are so excited to introduce you to a special man that has lived in our community his entire life and have made such a difference here in the Tennessee Valley. And we're going to tell you more about how he was recently awarded a presidential plant. And joining us now is Mike Stewart. How are you, Mike?
I'm just wonderful, Kay.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So you have a pretty amazing story. First of all, let's tell folks a little bit about what you did many, many years ago. You worked on buses right here in the community. Tell us about it.
Yes, I owned a company, World Class Transportation, and was blessed to be able to work with Carter on retrofitting their buses with wheelchair lifts once President Bush enacted the Americans with Disability Act. All the buses had to be handicap equipped.
And so you worked on that and you put certain machinery on them, but then you decided that you were going to put them on the front of the bus instead of the back of the bus. Tell us about that.
Yes, the initial retrofit was on the rear of the bus because the lifts were very wide. And one of the board members at Carter, Jill Harriman, she asked me, Mike, why can't we come in the front door? And I said, Jill, they don't have a lift for the front door. And she said, well, I wish we could come in the front door. I thought about it, and Carter had a bus that had a wreck, and they sent it to me to repair. The whole front clip had to be taken off. So after looking at it, I called my wheelchair lift manufacturer and asked them if they would manufacture a lift, if they could, for the front door of that bus. They said yes. I called Carter, got the approval if I could do it, and
the rest is
history.
History. And you know, because you came up with this idea, you were supposed to be honored. Tell us a little bit about that. And this was years ago that you were supposed to be honored.
Yes, it was over 30 years ago. After retrofitting the front of the bus, we started doing lifts all around the country. And I was asked to come to Washington for a meeting. Little did I know that they had added my name. There's a plaque in the halls of Congress that has great African Americans in transit. The gentleman that invented the railway signal and the real McCoy coupling for the train. And my name is now on that plaque in the halls of Congress.
Unbelievable. And you were supposed to be there that day, and something happened. And you did the right thing. Tell us a little bit about it, Mike.
Well, yeah, the night of the award, which I knew nothing about, we went to dinner. They took me to dinner. And once we went to dinner, there were several congressmen with us, and one was in a wheelchair. Several buses attempted to come and pick him up, but because of potholes and the streets being bumpy, none of the lifts worked. And so after about the third bus, I decided we got to get him back. So I asked for a toolbox, took my coat off,
laid on his coat on the ground, and he fixed that bus, folks.
It's been about 45 minutes, fixed the bus, and when we returned to the Capitol, everyone told me I'd missed my award.
He missed the award. But many, many years later,
yes,
you are now getting another award. Tell us about it.
Yes, I received a call saying that because of what had happened, I'd missed my award, that they had something special for me. And I asked, what was it? And they said it was a piece of ivy that was in the White House that has sat behind every president since John F. Kennedy.
Wow.
And the gentleman came down. They gave me the award at the Betsy Smith Hall. Yusuf Hakeem coordinated it, and I'm just so honored to be able to have that piece of ivy in my home right now. My wife is taking care of it. She treats it like it's a member of the family.
I'm sure she does. It is a very special honor, and you are a very special man who has done so much for our community. I know that everyone is thankful for you, and we are too.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. I love to hear your story. And folks want to learn more about the ivy, want to learn more about your story. Where would they learn some more information?
Well, they can actually, you can Google the White House ivy and see the full story. As far as World Class Transportation, you know, we've moved on, and I started another company, Advantage Windows on Brainerd Road, which my wife runs now. It's just been a great time. Chattanooga has really blessed me. I learned a lot here. I'm a Howard School alumni, and you know, I love going back, talking to the kids, and Chattanooga's just been great. I've just been blessed.
This is your home, and you've made a difference.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Mike, for
Kay.
being here with us and telling us your story. It's pretty remarkable.
Thank you.
All right. If you would like some more information about this interview, please go to our website. That's at WDEF.com.